Hello students, welcome back to your class. Hope all of you are fit and healthy. Let us start again. You have learnt earlier that all organisms need food, water and oxygen for survival. The first chapter you read nutrition in plants. Green plants can make their own food. For making food, what do they require? They require carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide they get it from the air and water they absorb from the soil. Food is produced in the leaves. Green pigments present in the leaves help the plants to absorb sun's energy, and with the help of sun's energy they can make the food. That means the carbon dioxide they take from the air and water they take from the soil. So think about the tall trees. From the soil they absorb the water and it must reach to the leaves for making their food. And when food is produced in the leaves, it must be sent to all parts of the body, to the roots or branches, all parts of the body. That means what? There must be a transport of materials. On the other hand, here I show you diagram of a human body. We also take food. So where does digestion of food take place in our body? It completes in the small intestine. That means in the abdominal cavity. Here I show you the place where digestion completes. Right? After digestion, food is absorbed. That also in the abdominal cavity. Next, assimilation. Assimilation takes place in the cells. So that now the cells can utilize this. This becomes part of the cell and the cells can utilize this. So from the abdominal cavity, it must reach to all parts of the body. That means the cells of the hands or legs or even the cells of the brain, it must reach. So each body cell must get this digested food. And when the cells receive this digested food, the energy has to be released from it. The process called respiration. So we take in air. So air through the nostril, it goes to through the nasal passage, it goes to the lungs. Lungs is situated in the chest cavity. So it takes the oxygen. Now this oxygen must reach to the cells. So that is also cells of the brain or the hands, legs. That means each part of the body. Each cell must get this oxygen. And when this oxygen is utilized by the cell to release energy from food, carbon dioxide is produced. This carbon dioxide must be expelled out of the body. So from the cells, it must be brought back to the lungs or to the chest cavity, from where it will be expelled out of the body. That means here a transport system is required for circulating the substances from one part to the other part of the body. So today we are going to start chapter 11, transportation in animals and plants. In this chapter we will learn about transport of substances in plants and animals. First we will start circulatory system in human beings. Circulatory system in human beings is composed of heart, blood and blood vessels. Heart is the pumping organ. Here you see heart is the pumping organ. Blood vessels, the arteries and veins are called blood vessels. These are nothing but tube-like structures in which blood flows. Right? So artery here you see which is colored with red. These are called arteries. And which is colored with blue, these blood vessels are called veins, right? And heart, that is the pumping organ of the body which pumps out blood. When it pumps out the blood flows through these blood vessels. Now what is blood? Blood is the fluid which flows in blood vessels. It transports substances like digested food from the small intestine to other parts of the body. It carries oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body. It also transports waste for removal from the body. So these are the functions of blood. Now how does blood carry various substances? Blood is the liquid which has cells of various kinds suspended in it. So it is a liquid. So it has a liquid part that is called the plasma and some cells which are suspended in this plasma or the liquid part. Right. Now what are the types of cells found in this liquid part or the plasma? One type of cells are the red blood cells or RBC, which contain a red pigment called hemoglobin. So it is a pigment, colored body, that is called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin binds with oxygen and transports it to all the parts of the body and ultimately to all the cells. So the function, as it is present in the red blood cell, hemoglobin is present in the red blood cell and it combines with oxygen and helps to carry oxygen to the cells. So this is the function. That is, it is helping in carrying oxygen to the cells. It will be difficult to provide oxygen efficiently to all the cells of the body without hemoglobin. The presence of hemoglobin makes blood appear red. So the color of the blood, it is red. And why it is red? Due to the presence of this red colored pigment called hemoglobin. The blood also has white blood cells or WBC, which fight against germs that may enter our body. So this is the function of white blood cell. It helps us to fight against infections. While playing, at times you have experienced that your knee got injured and you might have noticed blood is coming out of the cut. After some time, the bleeding stops and it stops with a red clot at the place of injury. The clot actually is formed because of presence of another type of cells in the blood called platelets. So blood is a liquid which flows through the blood vessels. What are the blood vessels? Today we have read about arteries and veins. And the blood is the fluid. It is a fluid part called plasma and it has 3 types of cells in it. So today we have learnt about blood and the blood cells. Today up to this much. Thank you, students.